Hey, it's Lindsay, the Curvy Women's Health Coach and Fitness Trainer, and this is Curvy TV, the place to be to break free of all life's aches and pains and learn to be healthy without losing your curves. And today is Mini Class Monday. We are going to be focusing on knee pain, particularly when you're squatting. I get this question quite a bit. It's very common. It's very frequent. Now, there are many reasons why you could be experiencing knee pain while you're walking or particularly while you're squatting. But one of the big ones that I see is people just have very tight hamstrings. Okay, your hamstrings are one of the main muscles that influence how your knees behave, how they move, how they function. So just relieving some of that tightness and gaining some better mobility and even flexibility in your hamstrings will help alleviate that pain. So today's class is going to take about 10 minutes. Make sure that you're in a quiet space where you're not going to be disturbed and where you've got plenty of space to move around. If you have them, I would like you to have a squishy mat that you can be comfortably on the floor. Have an old towel. Please don't use your family's nice monogram towels. This is going to be like around your feet, so make sure it's something that you're okay with getting dirty. So an old towel, a mat, and if you have one, a foam roller. Now, if you don't have a foam roller for any reason, you can also use a tennis ball, maybe a baseball, a lacrosse ball, some kind of firm ball for when we get to the massage portion of today's class. Cool? Let's get started. So go ahead and grab your foam roller. We are just going to be massaging our hamstrings, the muscles on the backs of our thighs. So if you have a foam roller, I want you to place it just above where your knees are. I never, ever want you to foam roll directly on a joint, okay? Massage work is for the muscles of our body. It is not for our bones and joints. So you'll notice I am not actually putting any weight in my hands. This is purely for balance. And I'm just going to kind of hinge my hips back and forth, okay? And the body weight of my legs pushing down on the foam roller, okay, will be enough to actually squish into the muscles a little bit and get into the deeper layers of the muscle. So this is fairly light massage right here with my feet on the floor and my hips and butt on the floor, okay? If I wanted a little bit more pressure, I can either lift up my legs. It's going to add the weight of my lower legs onto the rest of the weight of my knees and upper legs. Okay, remember I'm just hinging back and forth like an inch or so at a time. And if I want even more pressure yet, if your hands and wrists will allow it, you can lift up, okay? And here's where you can really get some freedom of movement to roll back and forth several inches at a time. Now, if your hands and wrists do not want you to put all of your body weight on it, you could also stack maybe some pillows, some books, something firm underneath you that you can just use your elbows to lean back and to lift yourself up if that is okay. If your hands, if your wrists, if your elbows just don't want to lift up any body weight, just keep your hips on the floor and you're just going to roll back and forth just like this, okay? So right now you'll notice both of my legs are facing forward as though I'm, just feet pointing at 12 o'clock, just like how they normally are. However, you have 3 different sets of hamstrings along the backs of your legs, so we want to make sure that we hit all 3 sets. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to tilt my legs off to the left, okay? So on my left leg, that means I'm hitting the more outer hamstring. On my right leg, it means I'm hitting more off to the inside of my leg, okay? So I'm going here. I'm also going to move the foam roller higher up. I am going to come up here a little bit. All right. Woo! And it's those inner and outer hamstrings that you're really going to start to feel some of that soreness release. Now, whenever we massage, whenever we stretch, whenever we exercise, we never want to feel pain directly. Very mild discomfort is okay. Pain is not okay, okay? Now, if you ever feel pain while we are massaging, I'm going to switch off to the other side. If you ever feel pain while we're massaging, that is a very bad thing. It means you are literally tearing muscle. You are ripping apart the layers of muscle that have since glued themselves together. In between your layers of muscle, your very, very tiny thin layers of muscle, there's something called fascia, okay? Normally it's very slippery, like butter. It allows your muscles to glide against one another. That's a great thing. It allows us to function normally. However, if you haven't stretched or massaged in a while, it'll mean that it turns to glue. That collagen, that fascia turns to literal glue. It congeals together and it will glue your muscles together. Okay, so the point of massage is just to help sort of loosen up those layers of muscle, get that fascia functioning properly again, get it nice and slippery. But if you try to force it, if it hurts, then you're tearing that muscle apart, and that's a very bad thing. We don't want that. Okay? If you still need more pressure yet, as if this wasn't enough, you can in fact stack your legs. Just make sure that you never ever ever go directly on your knees, either massaging beneath or stacking directly on top. I always want to go right off to one side. So you can either stay on the floor, single leg, you can also come up. Okay? Woo! Oh, that one's fantastic. And I'm also going to go slightly off to one side, slightly off to the other. Cool. All right, so you would make sure to get both legs equally massaged. Minimum 1 minute per leg. You can go as long as you would like to, however. The second drill that we're going to do today, I want you to go ahead and grab that raggedy old towel. We are going to do a hamstring stretch, but probably not any version that you've done before. This is what is known as a push-pull stretch, okay? So I want you to go ahead and get out the towel, or if you've got a yoga strap, that will also work. And I'm going to go ahead and lie down, all right? Now, one leg can be bent. Let me see here. I'm going to do this. Let's do this with my left leg. So I'm going to have my right leg down, left leg up. I want you to wrap the towel around your foot, okay? So that you can straighten your leg as much as you can, all right? If that means that we're down here, if you have very tight hamstrings, that's okay. I just want you to go as straight as you can without locking that knee, okay? I do want a slight bend in that knee, but more or less straight. I can come all the way up here, and I'm gonna feel a nice gentle hamstring stretch. Good. So we're gonna hold here for about another 20 seconds or so. So you're gonna hold that stretch for 30 seconds. At the end of the 30 seconds, for 10 seconds, we are going to push our leg down, gentle pressure, maybe like a 3 on a scale of 10. This towel, this hand is not going to let you. So I'm gonna push this leg down, engaging these hamstrings. So as though I'm going from the hip, right? I'm gonna push that leg down. This towel, not gonna let me. Okay, here we go. Here's 3, 2, 1. Gentle pressure, trying to push that leg down, engaging that hamstring to swing that leg down towards the floor. This towel not letting me. Keep going for 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to switch hands so that the towel is on top, if you can. All right. Actually, there we go. And now you are going to pull that leg closer towards you. 10 seconds. Gentle pressure. Here's 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to push that leg down, engaging that hamstring towards the floor. Towel not going to let me. We got 5 seconds. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg closer to you, really engaging those quad muscles. So right now the towel's not really doing anything. If you had a partner, you could have them pull from the other side. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. And go ahead, use the towel to pull gently towards you. You should notice I got much further into the stretch by the time I finished. Good, taking a big deep breath, about 15 more seconds here. Now another way to do this, push-pull, okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate on the other leg. I'm gonna speed this up just a little bit. So this time my leg's gonna be down, right leg's gonna be up. If you wanted a little bit more resistance, okay, this one's pretty tight today, so we're just gonna stop there. About 10 seconds I'm gonna hold here. At the end of the 10, I'm gonna push. All right, section. When I would normally bring my leg back up towards me, you can also just place your hand against your leg for some resistance. Cool? We're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg pushes down, towel not gonna let me. This is gentle pressure, maybe a 3 or 4 on a scale of 10. Good, just 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and push back towards me. I'm gonna resist with my hands. I'm trying to pull my leg up towards me. This hip flexor, this upper quad muscle really working hard. Hands not letting me. 2, 1. I'm gonna try to swing down. Towel not gonna let me. Really engaging those upper hamstrings, sort of at the base of your glutes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, hands resisting, really trying to pull that leg up towards you. All right, keeping that leg straight. Try not to bend it if you can. There's 4, 3, 2, 1. Go and relax everything. Gently pull that leg further. Oh, wow. Look how much further we can get into that stretch. This is kind of one of those magical tools of physical therapy that hasn't really made its way over to the fitness world just yet. There is a clinical term for it. You don't need to know it. It's just called a push-pull stretch, or that's what I refer to these as. Very simple, very effective for gaining both flexibility and mobility in some of our tighter muscles and in our sort of non-functioning joints, I'll call them. Good. And go ahead and relax. So that was my mini class, and I hope you enjoyed it. Now I want to hear from you. What was your one biggest takeaway from today's class? Head on over to the magical land of lindsaywent.com and leave a comment now. While you're there, go ahead and sign up to become an exclusive member of the Curvy Club, where you'll receive videos just like this one to your inbox every other week. I'll also give away some awesome giveaways, plus some secrets, tricks, tips, how-tos on how to stay healthy without losing your curves. And if that wasn't enough, I also share some exclusive behind-the-scenes content, some live cook with me nights, and some special secrets that I just don't share anywhere else. Keep moving. You are stronger than you think you are, and remember, you are allowed to live unapologetically in the body you have. Start where you are. Start where you can, just start. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time on Curvy TV.